Hey everyone, so I'm actually recording this video a day early because I'm going to be traveling for work this upcoming week. So if we get any news about the Chaos Dungeon or anything like that, I probably won't be able to get it out on Monday, which I would like to do, but I'm hoping this video will suffice. But today we're doing a showcase video on one of the legendary dark heroes that I just pulled. It was so cool. Like if you saw my summon video, you saw me pull her, so I was so psyched. But that's Garnett. So Garnett, I think, is one of the better light and dark legendaries in this game. She's just a little overshadowed nowadays because some of the new light and dark legendaries that they've released recently are just crazy. I honestly don't know what the developers are are doing over there. But whatever they're doing, if you know what I mean, I want some. No, I'm just kidding. So anyway, yeah, let's talk about her because I was really excited about pulling her. So she has this really cool trait where she grants rage whenever one of your allies uses a special or ultimate ability whenever she's dead. And then if they use that 3 times, she builds up 3 rage, and then she revives herself. So really, really cool. I'm going to try and find a match where I can do that. It's kind of hard to simulate stuff like this, but once she dies, if your team uses special or ultimate abilities 3 times, she comes back, and her abilities are actually reduced by a turn. So if she ultimates, she's able to reborn herself, reduce the cooldown on that. So whenever she is revived, she has the ability to do it again. So it's pretty awesome. So that's her trait. Her basic, she just does this 130% damage strike to 1 enemy, and then it ricochets off of 2 enemies. This is actually not great, like the ricocheting thing, because it kind of works against her ultimate ability. Like if you wanted to give her a bonus turn or something like that, this kind of can work against it. But it also says here that her damage scales with her speed, which is really cool because she has a pretty high speed. So that's pretty neat. And then her special ability launches 3 strikes against random enemies, each dealing 110% damage that scales with this character's speed while removing 1 positive effect or inflicting defense down for 2 turns if the person that she's attacking does not have positive effects. So abilities like this are really cool because what happens is whenever you see abilities that remove positive effects, they tend to not need focus. Like Crazed Urzag does not need focus to remove buffs. Doomweaver Valyria does not need focus to remove buffs. And Garnet is the same way. The odd thing is, though, is this conditional effect with this defense down. I believe it does need focus. So it's kind of weird to have 2 effects in one special where one needs focus and the other doesn't. Either way, though, this special is pretty good. And you're most likely going to be building Garnet in higher focus because of her ultimate ability. So her ultimate ability deals 120% damage to all enemies and applies no positive effects to them for 2 turns. And then it has a 100% chance to apply sleep to the primary target for 1 turn, and then you also have a 50% chance to apply sleep to all other enemies for 1 turn. And then this damage scales with the difference between her speed and the enemy speed. So this ultimate can actually hit pretty hard. This is one of the best ultimates in the entire game. Garnet is one of 2 heroes in the game that can do an AoE no positive effects on enemies, which is really nuts. And the only other hero that does it is another dark legendary. So amazing ultimate ability. On top of this, like this would be good if it was just this, but on top of that, it also has crowd control in sleep, 100% chance on the primary target, which is awesome, and then 50% chance to everyone else is super cool. So really great kit, really detrimental to the opponent if Garnet goes without them having any kind of like immunity up or anything like that. And then on top of that, after she's dead, she has the chance to come back with her trait. So pretty cool. So I have a couple books in her. Well, I'm almost done booking her. I am missing 2 key books, though. One on this last piece of gear, and then one on her True Strike. So she ends up getting True Strike. And then the real bummer about Garnett is on her physique, she gets 30% focus instead of speed. This hurts so bad. And then also, she doesn't have that speed to attack on her last physique, which would grant a really big boost. So this is all kind of wonky. They honestly need to fix this. This is holding her back a little bit, and she's still strong. So once, like, if they clean this up, man, she'd be even better. But anyway, so that's how I have her built right now. So missing those key books, this is how I have her built currently. She has some decent attack, okay speed, like the 293 speed is not that great. Ideally, I'd like it to be around like the 310, 320 range to outspeed like a couple Ashlands or something like that within the meta. She's never really going to outspeed like Alicia's or Halia's or things like that. So I think that's going to be pretty tough. But if you can get her around 310, 320 speed, I think that's kind of the sweet spot. So she has 66% crit rate. I know I don't have the last True Strike book mastery yet, but I have her built for that anyway because I just use her as a support right now, not truly as a damage dealer. And then she has 100 focus, which is definitely low. I need to get that up higher as well, probably around like 140, 150 would be ideal. So I got some ways to go, but if you see my gear here, it's not that great. I have speed, crit rate, crit damage. This stuff doesn't have ore rolls on them, and then I have a flat defense roll. So this is a pretty subpar weapon. Here as well, I got that single roll on the attack, and I don't have anything glyphed. It's kind of, or ored. It's kind of lower rolls, but I can roll up the focus a little bit. This is an okay chess piece. I got a little unlucky with that last roll on attack, but still room to increase the percentages there. And then attack percentage, crit rate, focus, those are all nice subs. This is a pretty subpar ring as well, just speed and crit damage. And then here, this is a pretty subpar necklace as well, just speed and crit damage, kind of really being relevant. Focus and crit rate and all that stuff would be really nice on here. But anyway, that's what I got. That's the gear. Her glyphs, she does get nice speed on her glyphs. I wish I could ascend her because her first ascension is that speed. That would be really nice, but obviously she's pretty rare, so the fact that I have one is a miracle within itself. But anyway, so yeah, that's Garnett. So Garnett actually has a couple different roles in the meta right now. None on this page, but her main focus is people like this team right here, like Light Nick. Light Nick has that invincibility buff, right? And if you're able to put up the no positive effects before he has that death immunity buff, I said invincibility, sorry about that, he's actually, you can kill him without him putting that up. So it's really, really cool. On top of that, Garnett can remove positive effects, like I said, so she can remove the invincible buff that Garnett has on herself. So that's also really cool part of her being in the meta. So yeah, she has a couple applications there. She's even good against Aubrey. The problem is you're going to have to find ways to jump in front of Aubrey, considering Aubrey has much faster base speed than her. And then I think Aubrey on its master tree also has speed as well. So yeah, those are a couple applications for Garnett, mainly for the light and dark nicks, but then being able to remove the buffs is really important. So considering this is a team member of mine, this isn't a great place to show this. I could just jump in here real quick and show you how this works. Maybe kill the light Nick, and then we'll get on out of there. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll just show you. Although his Divine Yolanda might be faster than my Halia. Okay. Yeah, so this is perfect. So Garnett will be able to go. She'll be able to sleep the Garnett, because, on her ultimate, whoever your main target is, it has a 100% chance to sleep that person. And then it also has a 50% chance to sleep the Light Nick and the Mathasia. So we'll slow this down, and we'll show you here. So see, it slept the Garnett, and it slept the Light Nick. So pretty cool. And here you see the no positive effects were up. So that allows, our Alicia to go in there and snipe. Oh, geez. Well, that's a pretty strong Light Nick. Okay. Well, and then you kill him that way? Yeah, just like that. Okay. Well, there you go. See? That's where the no positive effects comes in. And it's the same kind of application to Dark Nick as well. But, as I mentioned in Light Nick's guide video a long time ago, you need to do that without dealing enough damage to have him be killed, right? Like if I dealt enough damage to take his HP down to 1 on her ultimate, it would still put up the no positive effects, but his death immunity would still trigger. So do have to watch out for that. Obviously, you saw here like Divine Yolanda counters Garnet pretty well because it has that just like instant immunity for some godforsaken reason. I don't know. Shark Soul Andre is a pretty good counter to Garnet as well, because anything debuff related, you definitely want to steer clear of Shark Soul Andre. But yeah, I don't know if we can, catch a quick RTA game. As you see here, I was just taking a beating today. If anyone saw my RTA video today, I just got thumped. So now that I have Garnet, I've actually been banning Shark Soul Andre, which has allowed me, to open up the door to pick Garnet. And I might just force it here, even if it's not the right play. So I will pick this, and then I'll pick Garnet here. So Garnet, the fact that she sleeps people, this is always a strong pick. No positive effects on someone like Afroween is pretty good, so she doesn't get her defense pierce. That's pretty nice. She doesn't really do anything to Holy Armor Virgil. She can take away the heal over time on the Aurea, so I guess that's not bad. I kind of want to ban that Afroween, but it's kind of the only good thing that Garnet's good against right here. This is not the ideal picks, but we're going to try and just showcase Garnet coming back. That's going to be what we're trying to showcase here. I actually think we're going to ban Aurea. Oh, perfect. Okay. Man, I really hope he does not ban Garnet. Oh, come on. Dang it. This is a Garnet video. And then he bans her. That's not cool. Okay. Well, anyway. That was a smart ban, but it doesn't help my video. Okay. Anyway, let's try and... I honestly don't even know what I can do here. Let's do something like this. Try and get rid of this dumb, broken character. We're going to leave. Okay. Free win. I'm trying... The Dark Nick is another application where that would have worked. But he banned her. That was a bummer. Let's see if we can go back to Arena real quick. This is all over the place. It was pretty nice. Okay, so same thing, same application with Dark Nick. Yeah, and it also, even though Brand can remove a negative positive effect, I don't believe he puts up the buffs yet either. He might, actually. I don't know. We're going to end up killing this team before they can act. Anyway. But yeah, this is essentially this might be if Garnett does enough damage to this Dark Nick, you'll see that his invincibility. Okay, so just enough. So thankfully, this no positive effects goes up, so I'm able to again do a similar thing to Dark Nick as I was with Light Nick, so he won't put up those this fancy, where is it? Right here, death immunity. Grants 4 stacks of it too, but since he's got no positive effects from the Garnet, you just snipe him real quickly, then he's done. Love it. The Nicks, if you guys have been watching my videos for a while now, they've been a real pain in my tuchus. So the fact that I have ways to deal with them now is actually pretty cool. And you saw there, Garnett's special actually did some pretty decent damage with the difference in her speed versus Brand. So anyway, that's what we got today. Just a quick little video on Garnett. I was really happy to pull her. I think she's really going to help me in RTA, even though my buddy Sosa failed me by banning her. Anyway, yeah, that's what I got. Hope you guys have a great Monday, and I'll catch you on the next one. See ya.